Hi, welcome back to the Sherpa's Playbook. I am your host, Steve C. I'm a leadership coach and trusted advisor, also known as the Sherpa. Well, today I'm excited to share with you this concept called a life resume. And this actually comes from a wonderful entrepreneur and a guy that I follow a lot of his business work named Jesse Itzler. He's the author of Living with the Seal and Living with the Monks. Really a funny narrative in business that has a lot of really good nuggets and tools that you can apply to your practice if you're looking at a fun way to build business. And one of them is life resume. And I love his thinking on this. We are very familiar, for those listening, to what's a professional resume or a career resume. We know what that looks like. But notice it really only hits one bucket, our professional life. It doesn't really hit personal and relational, which is where the life resume hits. We know professional resume, which is nice, really focuses in on our experience, our skill set, the things that we've accomplished in education, our certifications, things that we've accomplished in our career. But really, it's more of the things behind our name, right? Maybe the title, maybe the things that we've acquired and accomplished in the past. But the cool thing about the life resume, it covers personal, relational, professional, and it's like a live document, very active tense way of looking at life. And going down the list here, we're focusing things like on personal growth and development. Like, how am I growing as a human being, as a person? Not just what am I doing to grow in my career, that's one thing, but how am I growing to be a well-rounded, holistic person of growing in all facets of my life? Relationships, my family, my friends, my community. How am I putting attention towards that? Building and looking at life experiences like vacations and birthdays and events, things that I don't want to miss out on because I want to make an influence and an impact on the people and the organizations around me that really matter most. And a life resume is really cool because it really aligns to our values, our beliefs, that we're spending our time on the highest impact and the highest things of importance to us. And there's a health and well-being component. We hear a lot about work-life balance and work-life integration. Well, it's kind of a natural way to say, I'm going to put on my calendar the things that are part of my life resume this year and really attune to the things that build me better as a human being, for me as a father, as a husband, and a coach, and in my community, in my church. What am I doing to volunteer, to give to others, to give beyond what I do currently in my career? How am I giving outside of that? Milestones like marriage. I've been married 15 years, or paying attention to kids' birthdays and where they're at in schooling, and other milestones like completing a marathon or completing things that really matter and encompass all the work that we're putting in versus maybe a slice of the pie of our life. And a good way to look at this too, a good way to look at building a life resume or keeping it in front of you is what I call creating a vision board. Now, this is my vision board. You get kind of an idea of what that looks like, of pictures, mantras. There's scripture verses in there. There's pictures of people that help keep me attuned and aligned to my life resume. And there's words in there that help remind me of who I am when I forget all the things that I value. I turn to my vision board, and I have it right next to me on my computer so I can see it every morning that I wake up and remind me of that. So that's just one way of looking at life resume and then putting on the calendar the things that matter. Now, I'll have more on that with this segment on calendaring, but for now, look at what do you need to put in your life resume today? What needs to go in there that maybe so much effort was put on professional resume that we haven't really spent time looking on impact and influence? I would love to help you with that. Please connect with me at Coach Steve C. That's SteveSeay.com. And I would love to sit down with you, spend more time helping you build your life resume and take steps towards that. Thank you for joining me today on the Sherpa's Playbook. I cannot wait to connect with you soon for the next episode. Happy trails.